Hey everybody, it's Tom here. So just making this video to sort of just go over the functions of the Contender project that I've been working on. So this is it right here. As you probably saw if you were looking on the control booth forum thread when you found this, you can see that we've got our 4 buttons: the reset button, preset 1, preset 2, and off. And then we've got our LEDs. So we've got the power / standby LED here, that's the amber one, and these 2 yellow ones are preset 1, preset 2. So a few other things about the setup we got going on. So I've got a SparkFun Arduino, so you know, just regular Arduino Uno clone going on right there, and then I've got the Tinkerkit DMX shield on this, and so one of the stupid things about it is both the in and the out port are 5-pin DMX, that would be female connectors, so they're both output connectors, despite one of them really being an input. I might fix that, I don't know. But so anyways, so then over here we've got our relay, and so that's pretty much to cut power to the lights. For example, we don't want the fans running all the time, and also if there's an electrical storm or something, we can just, I don't have to worry about, oh, I've got to go out and unplug the lights. Alright, so let's go ahead and, oh wait, gotta grab my adapter here. Yeah, forgive me for working with one hand here. I'm down a tripod, well, down all my tripods. One of them, well, really I've only been working with one in the past couple of years. I came back from break a few weeks ago. Well, not from break. Came back on break a couple weeks ago. Well, not a couple. More like a month ago. And the actual tripod mount base part just snapped off. Probably was because we were putting the connect on there, and it was just too much torque for it to handle. But I digress. Right, so let's go ahead and just connect power here. Do that for the light. Alright, just a super cheap light. I mean, I originally got these just so I had something I could test some DMX stuff on. Just something that should properly work. And I mean, it works. The light output on it is iffy, but as I said, it works relatively issue-free. I haven't noticed any big, crap, what the hell's going on here issues. So, anyways, let's go ahead and power this guy up. And so that's just a regular Arduino power-up sequence we got going there. Alright, and so this is just something I coded in there. So right now, what's going on is this LED here is doing a slow blink. And so that indicates that the unit has power. Sorry about shaking, adjusting a little bit here. So that indicates that there is power to the unit, but it is quote-unquote in standby, so power is not going to the lights, but you're able to turn it on. So if we go ahead and power this up, so we press the power / reset button, so we press and hold that, and you can see it lights up the things, right? And once they're all lit up, then you've held it for long enough to turn it on. So then both relays turn on. I've got 2 on there right now, because in theory I could have 2 separate power lines going up to the batten, so I could turn on half the fixtures at a time, just so that it's not as huge of a inrush current or whatever it really is. Just, you know, a little planning right there. So you saw how everything lit up through there. So let me demonstrate here. So to turn it off, so you don't press this off button, that's just for the presets. I think I've called it like blackout or something like that. But so you just press this button without letting it run through the whole cycle, right? And so then it goes back into standby. So say we press the button accidentally and we don't want it to turn on, we can just let go before it's done with the sequence and it'll blink like that and go back to standby. Same idea for if we accidentally hit it while it's running, right? That happens. And then if we press it, we just hold it and nothing will change. Alright, so now let's take a look at the actual output here. So, as I had said, we've got this cheapo light here. It's connected to the system on the DMX out. Jesus Christ, I am shaking a lot here. So basically we've got preset 1 and preset 2. So let's go ahead and hit preset 1. We can see that the light turns on here. And then we hit preset 2. Another preset comes up. And then we hit off. It goes off. Alright, and so we can just do anything we want to with that. And so as I was saying about possibly putting a third preset in there on the same thing, here's what happens if I hold both of them right now. We just sort of flip-flop between both of them. So probably going to do something about that. So I still need to implement the actual like preset LED stuff. As you can see, they're not really lighting up right now. That's fairly easy. I just haven't gone back in the code to add that. But also I want to see about adding fade times. I mean, that's not crucial for using this in the garage, just because you know, Dad's not going to be taken off guard by just suddenly turning the lights on by himself. But if I was to, you know, as I had said, my plan is to release the code and as a open source, and then pretty much just make a manual as to how you can make one of these yourself, and you know, my tips and advice for it. So you know, maybe putting fade in there is a good idea, especially for like some other applications. I mean, honestly, I don't expect people to use this in too big of venues, just mainly because, you know, if you're in a school auditorium or even a decently sized church, odds are you're going to just hire a professional to take care of, oh crap, lost the button, put that back on later. Not right there, just there. So, as I had said, it's a work in progress, but so that's it right now. And then also I need to fix this where if I turn it off, it still holds the DMX values. But that's not too big of an issue because it'll cut power anyways. But I want to see if I can figure out how to do, if I can toggle pass through, either using the onboard stuff or by using relays or transistors. Just because I know that I can't mix the DMX signals, and I'd much rather just plug in from my PC to this than having to unplug this and then into my computer. But I mean, that's a minor thing. I don't think I'll be able to do a highest takes precedence mode, just because of the limitations of the shield, but whatever. It's not a huge deal. So yeah, that's the Contender so far as of July 2nd. Probably going to do some more work on it this afternoon. just, you know, some extra tweaking. Still need to get the 3D printer back up and running, because probably going to use that to make a housing for it. But yeah, let's go on out to the garage and take a look at how this thing's going to wind up getting mounted, and plan for everything. So here's the garage. So this center bay here is typically where we work. But so what we're gonna do is batten is gonna go somewhere up here in the center bay. It's gonna hang down by about 2 feet. Oh, sorry, out of focus there. So yeah, it's gonna hang it down about 2 feet from the ceiling. And we're gonna run power. Not sure where it's gonna run from yet. Could run it from over here or from the garage door opener outlet. But so basically we would have like a button. The Contender module would go on the wall basically, and you could just press the buttons as you need to. So over here we have the batten. Just cut the chains for it earlier today. But so July 4th is when my dad and I agreed that we would hang this guy. So yeah, that's about all that's going on right now. Parts for J-Wing are still on order. So those will get here either this week or early next week, and at which point I'll start working with those. And that'll be pretty cool because honestly I think it'll be awesome to actually have a fader wing, so I can actually get tactile work done with the lights instead of clicking and dragging and all that boring stuff. Also mechanical keys. Looking forward to that. But yeah, so like the batten goes right around there. He's down about 2 feet. And then the idea is he would be able to use it for when he's working on the cars. He typically does a lot of the maintenance work himself. Anything that he's got the tools to do. If it's something really advanced, he'll typically just take it to the garage, and you know, we'll have them take care of that. But like oil changes and tire rotations and all that, he takes care of himself. So yeah, it goes there, and then that would be like our general workspace we use. We typically have the table right along. Oh my god, get him focus. We'd have the table right along here. You can see the chairs we use and the table over there. And so the idea is if we have it too far forward, I guess you could say, that way, then my dad's not able to have lights shine into the hood of the car. If we have it too far back in that way, then Chris and I aren't able to use it, really use it easily as lighting for us while we're streaming and nothing's happening out there. So it's all a fine line, but we're figuring it out. Looking forward to it all. So I think that's it for today. So until next time, guys, peace.